Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. If you are new to my page, my name is Alison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with busy professional women to teach them how to attract and keep the husbands that they deserve. There are three ways that you can work with me in order to get to that result in 2026. Number one, I have my Partner You Deserve 12-month mentorship program. And that's when I work with women in either small group or one-on-one to teach them how to navigate dating successfully. Number two would be to attend the Ready, Set, Love retreat. Our next retreat is in St. Martin. It's March 28th through April the 1st. I'll have the links available. There's still a few rooms left. And then the final way to work with me in 2026 is to join my Future Wives Club in Patreon. So again, I'll make sure that I have those links available in Patreon. Not only do I do weekly check-ins to make sure that you're still on track, I have ebooks and trainings that's exclusive for Patreon, and we meet twice a month in my mentorship meeting so that you are staying on track and I can answer whatever questions you have. Now, last night I hosted my largest live training yet. There were 151 amazing ladies who were in attendance, learning how to stop dating in the dark, learning how to get clarity on what men say versus what they do so that they know how to move differently as they continue their dating journey. With that being said, we are continuing to part two. Yes, next Thursday, we are hosting part two, which is called Vetting Like a Wife, the Systems and the Script. So this training for you next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. This training is for you if you keep meeting men who like you, but you don't know how to vet them for seriousness without turning dating into an interrogation, right? You're getting the impression that you are aggressive. They're telling you that you are too aggressive. This training is for you if you second guess yourself, you over explain, you stay too long in relationships that do not serve you. Because you don't have the clean script. You don't know how to respond in the moment, right? And then lastly, this training this next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, is for you if you want marriage and you are done entertaining inconsistency, ambiguity, situationships that are all disguised as dating because it's not, okay? So again, last night was amazing. I didn't even get to put my flexi rods in. I just threw my bonnet on and went to sleep. I was just so tired, so drained in a good way. And we are continuing this momentum next week, Thursday, Vetting Like a Wife, the Systems and the Scripts. It is live. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the link on YouTube. I'm going to put the link for Facebook and Instagram. Let me give you the instructions. Comment or DM the word vet for the link. All right. Post, and I'm going to pin. Now, for Instagram land, I cannot see you while I go live. It's blind. I don't see your comments. I don't see your questions. So the only way for you to engage with me in real time on my live streams is to join me on YouTube. So please do not be afraid. Go to YouTube, put a line with Alison. Click the link in my bio. Tap on YouTube. What else can you do? Search the word Align with Alison. Click the link in my bio. Oh, comment the word YouTube and I'll send you the link. But if you want to engage with me, you want me to say hello, you want to ask a question, you want to be a part of this community, join me on YouTube. All right. So again, if you are just coming in, last night we had our free training. It was amazingly attended. We had excellent questions. We had excellent dialogue. And I always make sure that I don't do fluff. If you know me, I'm from Brooklyn. If you know me, I have Caribbean roots. My family, my entire family. I was literally the only one born here. Is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? Down to my sisters. With that being said, we don't do fluff. We don't do foolishness. We don't waste time. And so even with a free training, I got to it, teaching my ladies how to get clear on the language that men are using and how you can assess whether or not they're serious about you. The second half is next Thursday. That is Vet Like a Wife, right? So what we're going there is we're going through a framework on the language that you need to be using, the scripts that you need to be stating so that you are not coming across as aggressive. However, you are able to assess whether or not the gentleman who's in front of you is serious early. It's eliminating the future faking. It's eliminating the mixed signals. It's eliminating the vague responses. It's eliminating you feeling like you have to over explain yourself and you're doing the most, right? We're not doing that anymore. In 2026, we're coming elevated. So make sure that you join us next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, private Zoom room, an entire hour, about 40 minutes of me teaching, 20 minutes of you guys in Q&A, slides. I did my makeup, I had on a nice blazer. I went to my mama's house for y'all because I wanted to make sure it was nice and quiet. There's no reason why you should not be registering for Thursday Vet Like a Wife. It's $27. And the replays are for life. For as long as I'm alive and I pay for Gmail, you have access to the replay. Got it? Good. All right. So what are we discussing today? As we prepare for Thursday's Vet Like a Wife training, I want you to start wrapping your mind around these very particular ideas. And actually, I'm going to be going live every day leading up to Thursday because the work that I do in my 12-month program, obviously I cannot do in a 1-hour training, right? It's absolutely impossible. So with that being said, I always do live streaming a week, 2 weeks leading up to the actual private setting so that you guys can get the best bang for your buck, that you are the most prepared, that you have the most information humanly possible. Does that make sense? So again, I'll be going live every day. Now, the thing is, I'm a mama bear. I cannot guarantee the time. This is why you need to subscribe to my YouTube so you can get the email alert, right? I cannot guarantee a time, but I will be going live every single day in preparation for Thursday's Vet Like a Wife. Got it? Good. What are we discussing briefly today? Because I'm tired as all get out. My baby woke up at 4 a.m. and I want to take a nap before I have to go get her. So we're going to go through this quickly. Today, we are covering the vetting order matters. The vetting order matters. That means the order in which you vet is going to determine how quickly you can assess whether or not the gentleman who's in front of you is an appropriate match. We need to go in order. All right. So there are 3 bullets that we're going to cover today. Number 1, most women vet with chemistry first, then they become attached. Absolutely wrong approach. Because now I have to worry about becoming unattached. And that's not in your best interest. It's a waste of time, a waste of effort, a waste of energy, a waste of blood, sweat, tears, and my favorite word, eggs. Therefore, all right, let me go through the bullets. Number 1, most women vet chemistry first and then get attached. No. Number 2, your vet intentions plus availability first so that you don't waste months or years. You vet someone's intentions. We talked at length about this yesterday, plus availability. Are they even available for you? Not literally, which I would assume is something that you would be able to assess very quickly, but emotionally available for you and to you. We vet that first so that we do not waste months and years with people who just are not ready. And then bullet point number 3 of what we're covering this afternoon is if he can't get past step 1, he doesn't get access to step 5. And I'm going to let the adults simmer on what they think step 5 is. Y'all with me? Does this make sense? Okay. So again, let's start with number 1. Most women vet chemistry first and then get attached. I have had clients in my 12-month mentorship program say things like, oh, well, Alison, I don't want to talk on the phone. I just want to go on a date and I want to see if there's a connection. I want to see if there's chemistry. Okay, you can do that. That's not outrageous. However, I need you to be prepared to waste a lot of makeup, to run down your heels, to wear your best dresses, to waste money on gas or an Uber or time or childcare because you did not want to do the legwork of getting on the phone with this gentleman first so that we can have a conversation to see whether or not he has any good intentions for the woman that he's with, and then potentially whether or not he has good intentions for you. So I do understand the idea of, I just want to skip all that. I want to see if there's chemistry. I just want to go on the date. Okay. Are you prepared to waste all the things that I just listed? If you are, then I'm cool. But what you're not going to then turn around and say, oh, Alison, I did like him. He was handsome, but he doesn't want marriage. He doesn't want kids. And it's 6 months later. We have to be reasonable here. Yes, we sometimes have to do some legwork on the back end before we get to the chemistry part. And you're going to say, well, Alison, if there's no chemistry, then all that legwork was for nothing. Well, at least you did it out of the comfort of your home, right? And there's FaceTime. And there's photos. Like, you cannot tell me that there's no other way that you can start to get an impression that this gentleman and you have the kind of chemistry that you're looking for before physically meeting face to face. And again, if you are okay with paying for childcare, paying for gas, running down your brakes, paying for an Uber, applying your good makeup, taking out your rollers, wearing down your shoes, all the things that go along with going outside in this weather, if you're watching this in January, and they said that New York is the same temperature as Alaska today and tomorrow. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. I am an introvert. I don't want to go outside. So I am absolutely going to do the legwork on the back end, get on the phone, start asking those questions that we talked about at last night's training. It's not too late. You could get into next week's training. Just click the link or comment the word vet, and I'll send you the link, VET, so that we can assess whether or not this guy even wants what I want. What are we talking about? Chemistry. I want to flip it. Let's look at it another way. Y'all know I always use job interviews. It's either job interviews or weight loss, because I know that y'all always appreciate this, right? So let's go with this, right? Job interview. Would you go on a job interview without knowing what the salary was first? I am confident 9 times out of 10, unless it's like a city or state job where the salary is clear, which again, you still got the clarity from a website, from a posting. Would you go on a job interview without knowing what the salary was first? Now, you may not know what the benefits are. You may not know the full healthcare package. You may not know 401k. You might not know all the deets, but you're going to have an idea of the range, because why are you going to take a day off your current job? Why are you going to wear your good suit? Why are you going to hop on a dirty train? Why are you going to do your hair, your nails, your makeup, and all these things so you could go on these people that interview, and then you find out that the salary is $50K? You wasted your time. You're going to vet the company. You are going to read up on the salary. You're going to read up on the role, on the responsibilities. You're going to make sure that you're in alignment, at least on the surface first. And then we can apply, and then we can accept the interview and schedule it. And then we can carve out time out of our lives to go on the interview and see if it's a good culture ad and a good culture fit. Y'all with me? Same idea. So please, please, please. Bullet point number 1. Again, if you're just coming in, welcome. We're talking about why the order in which you vet matters. The vetting order matters. Number 1, most women are going to go for chemistry first, get attached, and then 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, a year down the line, and I hope it's nothing more than that, now you recognize he doesn't want marriage. He doesn't want children. He's not serious about this. Our values are out of alignment. Our morals are out of alignment. He doesn't have the type of relationship with God that I would like for him to have, blah, 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 blah. Right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So make sure that you're having those conversations, that you're asking the tough questions in a strategic way, which is what I'm teaching on Thursday. Comment the word vet, or click the link in my bio, or click the link that's in the comments to get access to it. It's next Thursday, 7 p.m. live in a private Zoom. Ask those questions now so that you don't mess around and get attached to someone you have no business being attached to. Got it? Good. Next up, we need to vet their intentions and their availability. What is their intention with you? What is their desire out of their romantic life period? Do they desire marriage? Do they desire children? Do they desire no children if that's your vibe, right? Plenty of people ain't having kids. Do they want to travel the world? Do they want to fish in their pond in Florida? What is the vision that they have for their life, with or without you? You never want someone to change their vision because you came in. It can be amplified, right? I'm very proud of my work. I make a lot of money. Now I have a family. I need to make more. It can be amplified, but there should not be an entire switch because you came in, because guess what? That's not sustainable. If that's not inherently who they are, this vision that they have for their lives, marriage, children, house, travel, whatever it is, right? Relationship with God, building a family. If that's not inherently what they want, it will not last. And then you're going to be the one left holding the bag. It's 3 years later, he wants a divorce because this was never what he wanted as an individual. We cannot force these things. We only date the people who want what we want. We only date the people who want what we want. If they don't want it, we keep it moving. All right. So please vet their intention first. Now, next we have availability. Do they have the time? If this person is in build mode, while lots of women are willing to build with a partner who's doing decently for himself and he has a clear vision and they want to build, cool. But if he doesn't see it that way, then we're not here to convince him that he should change his methodology. If he is not available, literally does not have the time for you, he's still in school, he just started the practice, he's just in his residency, and he cannot allocate time for you on a weekly basis, he doesn't have the time. What are we going to do? We're going to force the man's hand? Absolutely not. So if he literally does not have the time, if he's too busy to date or he's too busy to date you, we respect it and we keep it moving. We're not begging people to find time in their schedule, to move things in their calendar. If he had a desire, he would do it already, right? You've expressed interest. He's expressed interest. He hasn't asked you out. 14 days have passed. Y'all live in the same city, working relatively close to the same schedule, and he can't find the time. He's either not interested in dating or he's not interested in dating you. Doesn't matter. It's not moving forward. Okay. Emotional availability. Now, this is a harder one, and we're going to do a deeper dive on Thursday, the 22nd. How to vet like a wife. I put the link in the comments here on YouTube. I put it on Facebook. And if you comment or DM the word vet on Instagram, the link will be sent to you expeditiously. All right. So very quickly, because I don't have an hour like I do on the training, right? If you are vetting for someone's emotional intelligence or their emotional availability, you need to see how willing they are to open up to you on slightly less than shallow things. Shallow things are the weather. Shallow things are, I hurt myself in college playing football and I always thought I was going to make it to the NFL. So that was tough for me, right? I'm looking for something a little bit more than that. What does that look like? It looks like, the relationship with my mom and I has struggled a bit over the years. I was raised by my grandma and I kind of really haven't reconciled what that's like for me. That's some depth, right? Now, he doesn't have to tell me that she was a crackhead and she sold him for drugs. Like that, I'm not your therapist. And we're not there romantically yet for any kind of level of that amount of trauma dumping. A little bit more is, we're not talking about the weather. We're not talking about the Knicks. We're not talking about pop culture. You're telling me something in your life that hurt you or was problematic. That doesn't necessarily make you look the greatest. Not a trauma dump, not all the deets, not all the tea, right? We shouldn't be reading a book, but I should have some insight. If they can't share that with you, if they don't have the capacity to share that kind of thing with you, then that lets you know either they don't feel safe with you, they don't feel safe with women, they don't feel safe with people. Either way, y'all always know what I'm going to say. It doesn't matter. It matters not. All that matters is that he doesn't have the capacity right now, whether or not you did something or women did something or people did something to make him feel unsafe. That's where he is right now in his development. It is arrested. Therefore, we exit stage left. We are not therapists. We are not counselors. I am. I'm still not a counselor to my husband, right? We're not licensed or anything in that area. We're not certified. It's not our responsibility. They are not our patient. We are not here to fix people. We are here to level up how we show up in the world for ourselves and for the benefit of others. And we are here to find someone who wants a life like that. And we're leveling up together. That's what we're here. We're serving our community. We're serving our lineage, our bloodline. We're not here to fix people. And if that's what you do professionally, that's great. So that he needs to call his insurance company and see if they accept you. Therapists, doctors, business people, that's not your job. It's your job when they pay you. They're not paying you. It's not your job. Stop trying to fix people. That's not your responsibility. Okay. Final point. Again, if you are just coming in, my name is Alison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with busy professional women to teach them how to attract and keep the husbands that they deserve. I have a training next Thursday, Vet Like a Wife, the systems and the scripts, where we're going to go through how you vet to assess whether or not the gentleman in front of you is a good match for you. Last night, we went through how do you figure out if he's serious, like in life? Is he serious about you? Is he serious about romance? Now we're talking about how do we figure out whether or not he's a good match for you, right? So we have a lot more depth. That class, again, is on Thursday, the 22nd, 7 p.m. Eastern. It is $27. You have lifetime access. The link is in my bio. The link is in the comments. And if you comment or DM the word VET, VET, I'll send it over to you immediately. All right. Every day I'm going live to prepare us because the amount of work that I put into vetting and discernment is 12 months long with my clients. My clients are in healthy, committed relationships within 12 months. So this is the work that we do over 365 days. And I'm trying to squeeze it in within an hour. That's unreasonable. So my best effort is to do these live streams in parts and pieces to prepare you. We could do some deep work in that training, and that still doesn't compare. So please make sure, if you recognize that you need accountability, if you recognize that you want results, the fastest way to change a circumstance is to work with someone who has already done it for others so they can do it for you. Point blank, period. Okay, so again, today, prepping for Thursday's training, we're talking about the vetting order matters. Bullet point number 1, most women vet for chemistry first and then they get attached. That is a problem. Womp womp. Number 2, you vet intentions first. That was last night. We spent a whole hour on that. Availability next. I just brushed through that very quickly here. We have more depth on Thursday so that you don't waste months and years with people who don't have good intentions and cannot deliver, right? So the intention is what they want to do. Availability is what they can do. If they don't have both of those together, it won't work. Final bullet point. If he can't pass step 1, he should never have access to step 5. If you can't pass step 1, you can't get access to step 5. How are we going to get to a healthy, happy, committed relationship if that's your step 5? How are we going to get to a healthy, happy, fulfilling marriage if that's your step 5? Whatever your final step is, right? Not the wedding, the marriage. Not the wedding, a healthy relationship where we're both fulfilled, right? The wedding is just a day party and it's fun, right? That's our step 5. If he can't pass step 1, how about if you can't pass step 1? Getting out of your own way. Leveling up, showing up as your best self, both in and out, getting help where you need it to quicken your results. Because I don't know if you're like me, I'm impatient. I don't have time to try to figure it out and piece things together. I want results. I want them now. I'm getting the answers now. I'm not waiting around. I'm not piecemealing. I'm not going to be figuring it out in the dark. I'm going to hire somebody who's going to get me where I need it to go because I don't have time for this. Whatever this is, I ain't got time for it, right? If you can't get past step 1, there's no way you're ever going to get to step 5. And if he can't pass your step 1, then there's no way that the two of you will be able to cross into the heavens of step 5. Does that make sense? All right, folks, we're going to wrap up here. I hope that this has been valuable for you. Oh, Gwendolyn says, no, ma'am, I am from Fairbanks, Alaska. Don't go outside. Yeah, we're not going outside. We're not going outside unnecessarily if you can do some of the work on the back end. Now, if we're going out to events, the weather is warm, you live in a warmer area, right? You're comfortable, you like the cold, then go. But if not, if you can do some of the work on the back end, let's do that. Okay. So again, if you are just coming in, I'm wrapping up here. I'll be back on live sometime tomorrow. My husband has chapter meetings. I don't know what time I'll be on. Maybe 6 o'clock. Subscribe to my YouTube so you can get the alert. That way, you don't have to worry about this. All right. All right, folks. It's been a pleasure. I will see you sometime tomorrow where we're going to continue this work. And I hope to see you in our private room on Thursday. Vet Like a Wife, The System and the Scripts, 7 p.m. Eastern, $27. All right. All right, folks. See you. Bye.